Hey everybody, John David had a 9 out of 10 day, and I did not do a video update last night because we got back at like midnight and it was just time for bed. But the last several days he's done pretty well. Between the last couple days, he got his RSV vaccine as well as his Tdap and I think it was the Tdap combined with something else, but he got his vaccines, so his vaccinations are in, he's good. And all in all, he's doing pretty well, spitting up a little bit. But the last few days have been, for those of you listening to country music, there's a song, Days Like These by Luke Combs, that it starts off with, days like these, they are worth more than gold, but they can't be bought and they can't be sold. And that's honestly how the last couple days have been. Yesterday, spent about 2 hours playing with John David. There was a nap in there between, so it wasn't like he did 2 straight hours. He doesn't have that kind of stamina yet. But, I mean, to be able to play for 2 hours and just interact, and there were 2 different times he rolled from his back to his side by himself, but usually I would set him on his side, he would roll to his back by himself, and did like true tummy time, like 8 different times, and each time was anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes of just him on his tummy and getting used to that, and then doing a lot of like assisted tummy time with like a boppy pillow and just doing a lot of things that a couple months ago we would not have even considered doing. Weren't even sure how far out in the future that those things would be or if he'd be able to do them. So just kind of yesterday was from where we were to where we were yesterday, like where we were a couple months ago, where we were yesterday, it was a huge jump, and just kind of doing those things was very kind of hit you in your feels. It hit me in my feels. I was in the room playing with it by myself. So, but it was really a really good day, and he's definitely made so much progress, and we are very appreciative and blessed for that, and grateful that he has been getting better day by day. He now has a few sedation weeks left. I believe it is now back up to 4. We were thinking 2 on clonidine and 1 on methadone, but Mallory was saying that they talked about in rounds this morning of doing actually 3 steps on clonidine just because he's so attached to it, and because when he gets it weaned, he tends to have like a more severe response, and so they are trying to be respectful of that to him and give him a little slower wean. And so we are very thankful for that and are hoping that he won't be quite so severe in his response when they do make those weans. But that's been John David the last couple of days. He has been putting on his helmet. He actually tonight watched the fundraiser with Mama Kay on a live stream, which is another thing that I was going to get into with the Days Like These by Luke Combs is, you don't have days like these every day, but it was phenomenal watching our community show up and kind of show out, and we were just so incredibly blessed with this, as well as just so grateful for it. We love our church and love our community, and as somebody asked me, they asked me tonight, did I feel the love? Yes, I felt the love. We are very, very blessed to have a phenomenal church and a phenomenal community around us that, put this on for us. And so thank you so much. The 2 groups who were instrumental in putting the concert together were Willing Heart and Port City Collective. And if you are interested in watching the concert, you can go to the Lake Waccamaw Methodist Church page and look at it. It was live streamed, and that's how Mama Kay and John David got to watch it. We were hoping that he would be back for this, but considering that he had to take a much slower wean process this time than he did back in April and May, it bumped it out further. And as several people pointed out, it probably was good that he wasn't there, considering there were a lot of people, and so then he doesn't have to worry about getting sick. But if y'all are interested in watching it, because it was phenomenal music, we worshiped and had a great time, you can go find it there and listen to it, and they are some phenomenal singers, and so we really, really appreciated them coming and sharing their gifts and talents with us, because it was an awesome time. And then the last couple of days, Hunter has been again going about days like these, because that's all I could think about was I took Hunter hunting yesterday morning for opening day of deer season, and it was just it did my heart good. my soul was very happy with the fact that we were sitting out in a deer stand watching the sunrise, and he was sitting there eating Bojangles and just chilling, and he was excited that we saw several deer. Now, he obviously wanted us to get one, but, you know, we didn't get one, but it was fun watching them and just seeing the sunrise and being able to just kind of enjoy nature for a little while. And quite honestly, it was quiet, and that is one of the things that is my favorite thing about deer season, is that you get to go out, and I still hunt, so like it's quiet, and you get to see the sunrise and the sunsets, and being able to share that with him was really special. So I enjoyed that. And then outside of that, going back to just kind of a full heart, had a lot of people come back into town today for the fundraiser, like all my sissies who came from Raleigh, and they came back, and that was fun. And then I know I'm forgetting stuff that's going to be popping up in these like pictures and videos. If you have questions, please feel free to ask them. But Hunter had fun helping Mimi get flu shots today, as well as just going around. He found a turtle shell, which was his big thing during the hunt. He found a turtle shell, which he is ecstatic about. And it did not matter that we did not get a deer. He was ecstatic that we found a turtle shell. He's full on boy. And then he wanted to go fishing, so we waited line for like 10 minutes after, and he was happy that we just went fishing. But again, all in all, last few days have just been very complete, I guess would be a good way to say it. And I'm sorry for rambling on, but it just, I need to get this out. So, but it just really, the last few days have done me a whole lot of good. And I know we've talked about with several families who go through journeys like this, like you have your up days and your down days. These are some good days. And you hold on to these when you do have the bad days, which hopefully we won't have a whole lot of bad days now that John David's in a much better spot. But, you know, when you're going through the bad days, you hold on to days like these because they get you through those bad days and you remember these. And it's one of the reasons why I enjoy making these videos, because I can go back and scroll, and Mallory's has done the same thing. I've seen her do it several times. Go back through and watch the last few minutes where we get to see the videos and the clips and remember the good days. So sorry for all of that, but this is kind of my therapy. So if y'all would pray for these three things. One, please pray for John David as we continue moving forward, praying that he will continue progressing and that we'll be able to bring him home soon. The plan is hopefully here in the next 3 to 4 weeks, but we'll see how he does and what the medical team says. And when they give us the green light, then we'll take that next step. Two, if you'll pray for all of those who experience trauma, such as losing a loved one, but especially those who've lost children, if you will keep them in your prayers, because they could use it. And then three, if you would pray for all of the kids and families who are battling congenital heart defects, because this is not a straightforward road for anybody who walks it. And if you would just keep them in your prayers, and if you know any of them, please check in on them. Same thing for those who've experienced trauma. If you know people who've experienced trauma, it doesn't have to be, congenital heart defect related, just, who've had upheavals in their lives, check in on them. They'll appreciate it. They, speaking from experience for us, when people checked in on us, that meant the world. So please, if you know people, just check in on them, ask how they're doing. More so specifically, ask them how that day is going or how that week's going. It's easier to measure those time spans than it is to try and process all the emotions you got going on and answer that question of how are you. It's a whole lot easier to be like, today was a good day or today was a bad day or things like that. But that's pretty much all we got for today. Hope you have a good night and God bless. And y'all continue to choose hope daily.
Get away. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Uh-huh. That's right, tell me more. Uh-huh. Keep on telling me. What happened next? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Oh, bless you. Oh, you're such a happy boy.
That's a good job. Why are you putting on my hair? On my hair.
It's okay.
We're right here. We're right here.
That's right.
We're right here. We're right here.
Oh, back. Yay! Can you clap for honey? Say yay! Good job. That was such a good job. Good job, John David. Can you tell him good job?
You don't need to hold your hand? Hold your hand?
Good job, John David. That was such a good job.
Is that milk? Is that milk? What is it?
So we're getting normal family walks in with normal family meltdowns. Isn't that right, John David?
There's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy.
They have Kivett Furniture. They probably put these pews in here. And up there in Newton Grove, Clinton, somewhere.
We're outside at bedtime in the dark and the wind is blowing. John David, don't tell anybody. It's my secret. Don't tell anybody I got you out at bedtime. I got you out at bedtime. We snuck out at bedtime. We did. We snuck out at bedtime. We did. That's the wind. That's the wind blowing. It is.
And John David, tell everybody bye-bye.